Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nobody Asked My Opinion podcast. I'm your host Siobhan, where as usual, nobody asked my opinion, but I damn sure am going to give it anyway. Before I get started, guys, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you when you do. All right, what am I talking about today, guys? I'm talking about the Houthi attack and the leaked text that happened from Pete Hegseth and Mike Waltz, and I want to see JD Vance was in on that too. So apparently they made a mistake, and for those of you who don't know, if you have not been watching, they accidentally looped in one of the writers or editors or whatever for reporters, I should say, for The Atlantic, which I don't even know why. I believe it was Mike Waltz that made this mistake. I don't even know why Mike Waltz had this guy's name in his contact, but whatever. So they leaked sensitive information about a pending attack against the Houthi rebels that ended up obviously taking place. It was a successful attack, but the how do I put it? The show that happened post, obviously, if you're leaking it to a reporter before, like 2 days before you're going to do this attack, is a huge intelligence screw up. It should never have happened. And surprisingly, as much as I try and advocate for the Trump administration in this way, I think they screwed up. Dave Portnoy did a great Twitter take on it, where he basically said something similar along the lines of what I'm about to say. One of the reasons that Trump won, I believe, is trying to do transparency and trying to be an administration that takes part. They're not trying to be the Biden administration that doesn't take the blame for when they mess up. And I have to believe, like, Trump is kind of sort of poo-pooing it, and so is Pete Hegseth. I can't say this guy's name. I don't know what. It's one of those names, just, you know, gets stuck around my tongue. But they have to take responsibility, guys. They have to take responsibility. Somebody has to fall on their sword. And I know Trump loves both Mike Waltz, and I know he loves Pete Hegseth. And I don't think it should be Pete Hegseth. I think it should be Mike Waltz. I don't think this is defendable at this point, because, again, obviously, so then the reporter, when they actually responded, first Pete Hegseth said, "Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about. We didn't leak any sensitive information." So what does the reporter do? He leaks the whole text thread. I feel like this is some high school nonsense. You know what I mean? I mean, whoops. You know, again, we've all sent the wrong text to the wrong person, or though I was saying this to someone before. It's why I don't do text threads right here. Because if you're not paying attention, or if it's a continued text thread and you're not sure who's on it, this is the type of stuff that happens. Now, do you think it's going to happen with the Secretary of Defense? Absolutely not. You would hope and want that not to happen. But now that it has happened and the public has seen it, Trump, you gotta do something. And if they don't want to fall on their sword, you gotta make that, someone has to hit the chopping block, because somebody has to be held responsible. This type of stuff can't happen, and it just looks so sloppy. We look stupid at this point, and you don't want to have the whole having to defend a mess up of this degree, because obviously, had that leak to the wrong people and American soldiers were put at risk. If that had happened, if it had been leaked again to the wrong people, we would have put our soldiers at risk. And the men and women that fight for this country deserve all protections that are allowable by law. So let's not make the oopsie mistake like that. So my opinion is someone has to get fired, Donald, and my vote is Mike Waltz, but you know, I don't know. Let's see what happens. JD Vance has gotten very quiet about this, and I've been watching, again, the Trump administration kind of defend it and not put it under the carpet, but kind of be like, whatever, you know, and they're blowing it out of proportion. No, guys, this is a bad one, and I just think accountability has to happen. But if you're going to pick anybody, it's going to be Mike Waltz. Again, he's the person who looped in this editor, you know, and you have to also wonder, was this done on purpose? You know, you start to wonder, like, is this are you trying to do stuff to make it look like you're going to leave Trump with egg on his face? I don't know. This is just sloppy beyond sloppy. And I don't know, but let me know what you guys think. Are you concerned about our national security now, seeing how it was so readily like, whoops, we're going to loop you in on a text thread and see what you got to say? My biggest concern about that whole thing is all the use of all the emojis. I mean, they were using the hell out of the emojis. If you actually look at the text thread, I'm like, man, you all grown. You guys are grown-ass men. The Secretary of Defense, why are you using emojis? Like, come on, man. Again, this brings us back to the whole high school, like teen boy girl thing. Like, what are you doing with all the emojis to talk about dropping bombs on people? Really? This is where we are? I think we depend too much on some of the social media aspects on our phone. But let me know what you guys think. Get down in the comments. Do you think that somebody should be fired? Do you think Trump needs to let go of somebody, hold somebody accountable for this? Or do you think they should just kind of steamroll over it and move on to the next thing? Or do you think it doesn't even matter and, Johnny Q public does not care? So let me know what you guys think. Get down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, nobody asked my opinion, but I damn sure I'm going to give it anyway. Have a good one, guys. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.